Well, I'm at Clingman's Dome finally. A fat ass finally made it up the highest point east of the Mississippi from what somebody was saying this morning. 6,655 feet or something like that. There's a tower right there. Great views from up there, especially on a day like today. You get a great view of all these trees that you can see from right here. So I'm going to walk up there, see if there's anything worth looking at, show you and everybody else. If not, I'll show you anyway. I'm a kind man like that. Snowy, cold, lots of altitude, walking through this deep snow sucks.
Is that your camera?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Very cool.
This is why we do it. Today's Tuesday, the 22nd of March. Ooh, that was cool. Came up from Newfound Gap. I stayed in Gatlinburg last night because the night before it was in the mid-teens and it snowed. So I made it 10 miles to Newfound Gap, spent the night, came back up, and out of Newfound Gap, this is what you're seeing a lot of here. These little skinny ridges. The trail goes right along the top. And down to either side is certain death. It's not bad. I've had to use my spikes a little bit today because the snow kind of turned to slush yesterday afternoon, and it got cold again last night and froze. But now it's late in the day. It's about 5:30 p.m. and it's slushy again, if not melted and gone. So I'm doing okay. Only fallen once today, but it's a pretty good hike. I am probably halfway through the Smokies, or a little bit farther than that. I'll be at mile marker 217 today, and the end of the Smokies is right at 237. So I got 2 more days, Wednesday, Thursday, and if I do 10 to 12 miles each day, I'll be out of the Smokies and probably stay at Standing Bear Lodge, get a $5 DiGiorno, $2 Keystone Light, and wait for Friday when Nisha comes here with some trail magic for the other hikers. And then I'm going to go back to Gatlinburg. We got a cabin for a couple days. Take a Zero up there. She'll drop me off Sunday, and I'll do a few miles north of Interstate 40. But that's it. Got to get to walking. Get to that shelter before it gets too dark and cold. Wednesday the 23rd of March, heading down, well, across the Smokies on my next to last day in this park. Still cold, icy, snowy. got out a little bit earlier this morning, and a lot of people are slipping and sliding around, and I just walked right past them because I brought spikes. It's the only heavy thing I have that I'm glad I brought. They're able to dig in and get traction when everybody else is sliding and falling on their asses, which I kind of enjoyed, because it's not me falling on my ass for once. Shelter was full last night, had to set up my tent on a hill. Ended up sliding down to the bottom part of the tent because that's how gravity works. And I got some sleep, some decent sleep, and I'm ready to go today. Had some oatmeal this morning. First time I've had a hot meal for breakfast, and probably the first time I've cooked in about a week. I'm just getting into camp, too tired and too lazy. I don't want to cook a bunch of crap and have to clean up afterwards. I'm just eating my crackers and cheese and my peanuts and peanut butter, and occasionally a protein powder that I mix up. And it all seems to be going pretty well. I'm not feeling hungry during the day. And especially in the afternoon when I get into camp, I'm not hungry at all, so it's much easier just to bust open a package of crackers and eat and be satisfied than try to shove a whole hot meal down my neck and then have to clean up after that. But today looks like a good day. Oh look, there's a mountain. Guess where the trail goes. But looking forward to getting out of the Smokies. Descending from 5,000 feet plus ridgelines and peaks is going to be nice. Get back down to where there's some air. More Smokies madness. Over on the other side of the mountain, it's about 72 degrees. Over here on this side, it's probably about 42 degrees. Took off my jacket because I started to sweat. On the way up from the last shelter, I stopped to grab a bite to eat. And got a little chilly just sitting there. But once you get walking, you warm right up. Just a few more miles to go. I'm almost halfway to the shelter for the night. It's 1:35. Probably be there about 6 tonight, something like that. Still another good day on the AT. First real signs of spring on the 24th. A couple days late. I'm on my last day in the Smokies. Heading down to Interstate 40. Stay at the hostel tonight. Everything's on schedule for that. And then tomorrow's Gatlinburg with my wife. The Smokies have been fun. The Smokies have been hard. Climbed up to 6,000 feet more than a couple times through here. Overall, good experience. And heading out this morning. This is I'm on the last uphill, and then it's about 5 miles downhill to the hostel. I know what that box is. Sayonara, Smokies. Just got out of the Smokies, approaching Interstate 40, and having been in the woods for pretty much the last 4 weeks straight, it's amazing to me how noisy traffic is, even from, I'm probably half-mile away. But it's a major interstate through Tennessee, North Carolina. Border's not too far away, but it is loud. I'm used to hearing nothing.